In this video, I'll show you how to use the image editor in Runchat. The image editor gets used all the time. It's a super easy way to mark images up and give instructions for the type of edits you want to make. Also to just make general edits to images. To open the image editor, you can see in the bottom left, there is a button here. You can open the image editor, but the usual way that I do it is to just double click any image and that will open the image editor. You'll see the canvas kind of fades away, and at the top we have a kind of tool tray with a few different tools we can use, a few different ways we can edit our image. And on the right side, we have a few different layers. So by default, the original image is preserved on a locked layer at the bottom. And then also by default, the mask tool is enabled. You can really easily kind of get around the viewport by just panning and scrolling as you usually would. For now, I'll just create a mask. So let's say I wanted to remove that area, for instance. You can see that it's created a new layer. It's put that mask on it. If I went to the eraser maybe and took a bit out of that, I could then go back to the mask and it's all just happening on the same layer. So I'm able to continue masking. The other thing I can do is I can set the size of the mask. I can also set the color of it. And so if I changed to a different brush like a pen, you can see that it started creating a new layer. So I'm not happy with that. I'd like to delete this. Just hitting the backspace key will delete the active layer. If I wanted to add some text, we could just add some on the canvas and say, make these really dark wood material. So it is like a useful method sometimes to do your prompt inline in the image, but often it's not really required. So I'm just going to delete that. As well, in the editor, we have another option for arrow. You can see when you hover the different brushes that there is a key shortcut next to it. So A is for arrow, B is for brush, M for mask. So we'll switch back to A for arrow. And you'll just see it's a really simple way that we can mark up our images. The usual way you would do this is actually to find a reference. So I'll go and find a lamp reference. So if I paste that in, it also comes in as its own layer. I can resize it. The aspect ratio is locked. And I could try doing something like hitting A for arrow and then drawing an arrow from this lamp to this one, and then switching to B for brush and just putting an X over this. And then the typical instruction that I would follow for something like this is to then go and plug this into a Nano Banana node and do something like, say, follow the instructions. Okay, so you can see it's kind of very loosely followed these instructions. It hasn't matched the input exactly, but we haven't used the best models at the moment. Finally, the last kind of feature of the image editor is that we're able to crop. So you can kind of drag anywhere and start cropping. The other thing you can do is you can fix the crop ratio. So right now I'll do a square crop and then I can apply it hitting this tick here, and then I can save my edit using the save button. Great. So now if I flip back, this is the input and now we have my output that I've edited. The great thing about the image editor as well is you can easily go back in and the layer history is preserved, so you can easily make edits to your edits. And so that's a really quick overview of the image editor. Double click your image to open it, or use the bottom left option here to open the image editor. It's a really simple and powerful tool for marking up your images.